Welcome to Utah Stories. So, the something new, I'm reading an op ed. Occasionally, I have opinions that I have to myself. I wanted to share this with our team. Some people like this opinion, some people don't. You don't have to like the opinion, but of course, it's the correct opinion, and I'm going to share it with you. Skin deep DEI measures fail in Utah in the legislature for good reason. So, diversity, equity, and inclusion policies and offices have been abounding for the past 5 years. These rules impacting hiring, school admission, and policy decisions do little to help unify America and promote its greatest asset, its meritocracy. DEI measures also fail to advance increasing diversity of thought and opinion. In the realm of public discourse, it seems all DEI proponents all think alike. And if anyone dares challenge their line of reasoning, they resort to canceling that person or entity. I'm sure I risk being canceled just by offering my point of view on this. This especially holds true for any debate surrounding transgender women who are biological men dominating women's sports. Certainly, this issue is not beyond debate, but out of fear of being canceled, too many parents and journalists fail to speak out for women's rights. But besides silencing any opposition or debate, its aims are highly flawed. Why should DEI be only for the advancement of skin deep or sexual orientation inclusion into jobs or schools in which others might be better qualified? This entire objective and its means of advancing formerly or currently oppressed people is highly flawed. I will give you an example. My ancestors were essentially Ottoman slaves, or at best second-class citizens in Eurasia for centuries. Many of them were massacred in the first genocide of the 20th century at the onset of World War I. My personal family in Utah consisted of the surviving son and daughter of a big family who lost their parents, they lost their brothers, they lost their sisters, and all of their land and all of their possessions back in Armenia. They found asylum from persecution in America and immigrated to Utah in 1910. Despite living in extreme poverty in Murray, Utah, they rebuilt their lives, and they enjoyed far more opportunity for their children than they could have had they remained in Armenia, obviously. Quote, work hard, do well in school, and succeed is all my great-grandparents had to say to their kids, their 7 kids, to make them survive and excel. The meritocracy made the children of impoverished immigrants succeed. The meritocracy. However, because their skin pigment is only slightly dark and their history isn't well known, they aren't recognized as an oppressed minority. By any DEI measures, they're not. Don't get me wrong, I'm not advocating for advancing Armenians to DEI status. Armenians are happy to call ourselves Americans. Cultural, ethnic, and religious diversity are built into the DNA of America. To assume that a few of us need preferential treatment due to the atrocities our ancestors suffered more than a century ago would include far more citizens than those who just have dark skin. It would also be deemed for oppressive minorities. A lot of people, more people would be deemed oppressive minorities by some DEI committee. If we included all those who suffered not only from genocide a few decades ago or in other former countries, but also those who endured oppressive industrial revolution factories with unsafe mines that killed people working there all the time, those who endured child labor laws, 12-hour days for kids, 7 days a week, life-threatening working conditions all the time, my guess is that over 90% of Americans would be included. So America is not only a melting pot, it's not only a nation of immigrants, it's a nation where oppressed minorities, many have come from lands who were stolen from them, who have come here to succeed thanks to their ability to work hard and have the same access to opportunity as all other Americans. And the West has done far more to advance all oppressive labor, prejudice, and discrimination than any other nation, thanks to our meritocracy, not thanks to any policies our governments have ever imposed on universities or businesses. Why not just celebrate diversity, equity, and inclusion of everyone? But wait, don't we do this? Isn't that called Independence Day? All right. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your comments below. I love to have you weigh on this. This is brought to you by Utah Stories Magazine. Check out our brand new beer issue. Go to utahstories.com to subscribe to that or our free digital newsletter. Thanks for watching.